Counselor Lehman?
Here.
Counselor Marcus?
Here.
Counselor Kuechly?
Here.
Mayor Swanson?
Here. We'll have the public hearing for delinquent utilities to be certified to the county. And we've had no one respond. So is there anything we need to do at this point with that?
No, it was just, we had to offer a public hearing for them to come up and talk about it. Nobody has contacted me, nobody has paid yet, so they have until the 8th and then they'll be certified to the county.
Very good. Okay. We'll move on to the truth and taxation public hearing. Here again, we have no one to speak to us on this topic, so our proposed tax levy for 2018 will be $350,000. That's $20,000 less than last year. Do we need a motion then?
No, there's a resolution later on in the agenda.
Okay. So we can move on to our regular agenda at this time. Reports from department heads. Nobody from Public Works. Fire and ambulance, Josh?
I guess I just haven't been able to get up here the last couple of minutes. I wanted to stop up and see if there's any questions or anything you guys had from us. As far as we still got a couple people in our EMT class. That seems to be going all right. Been busy.
Yeah.
So, no real changes for us over there.
Everything's going good?
Yeah, so far so good. So, that time of year, the cold snap now, so hopefully everybody's got their chains cleaned out and ready to go. And we will be having a Santa Claus with the fire department coming around town again, so it's usually a hit with the kids. So that'll be taking place. I'll be seeing some flyers up. I see Diana got one up for us in City Hall.
Okay.
So
Yep, it's the 13th, right?
13th. And just watch for the flashing lights and
Be
wave,
sometime
and
after dark?
We will come, yeah, we usually get going about 5:30.
Okay.
So we don't expect the kids to come running out, but if they let us know or flash their light, we'll make sure Santa gets to their house, so.
That's great.
And then I see the other thing was on the agenda, so.
Yes.
Thank you.
Okay, thanks, Josh. Engineering attorney, long range, planning and zoning. Recreation board, library board's later this month. Recreation board's on the agenda for the certificates for the hires.
A couple weeks.
Vita's the end of the month.
The 14th.
Oh, December 14th.
Yeah, just that.
At 4 p.m.?
Yeah.
Yeah, just
All right. Sheriffs, do they have anything?
No, I haven't gotten a bill either, so I don't, must be coming.
It just came this morning for November,
I haven't looked at my emails.
so.
And clerk's report?
We received the grant from the IRRB for, an amount of $3,000 for assistance in doing the USDA large grant writing. And our boiler one pump up at the school was replaced on Monday. That had been out of commission for a while. And we just found out we have a small water break in an alley, and Joel and Stop will be coming on Thursday morning.
Which alley is that?
The 500 block of Pennsylvania and Wanless area.
Okay,
It's not a main, so that's good.
right.
That's it.
All right.
Thank you.
Council additions to the agenda? We didn't have anything to add on tonight, did we? All right. Citizens forum? Consent agenda, regular city council meeting from November 21st and special council meetings from November 27th and 28th.
I'll make a motion that we approve the regular minutes of 21st, 27th, 28th.
I'll support.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed, motion carried. Claims?
I also move that we accepted claims of $48,998.12 for period number 24.
Support.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Opposed, motion carried. All right, curling club agreement. So, you speak to this at all, Diana?
Well, at the other meeting, it was requested that we change the event under section 3 consideration, that it'd be $200 fee per bond spiel instead of event. So that was the only change. It was sent off about a week and a half ago or 2 weeks ago to the curling club president, so.
And the attorney has seen this, Mike Carney has, so everything's good to go.
I'll make a motion to approve the agreement.
Support.
Any further discussion?
Did we hear back from the curling
No.
people if they were?
Well, at the
I didn't know
last
that
meeting,
was-
they sounded like this would be something they could agree to.
Sufficient? Okay.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed, motion carried. Parks and Recreation Christmas Lighting Contest. Parks and Recreation Department is requesting $250 for their Christmas lighting contest. 5 cash prizes of $50 will be given out.
Same as last year.
Yeah, and it's in their budget.
I'll make the motion, we allow Parks and Rec to give out 5 cash prizes of $50 each for a total of $250.
On, what's the date?
The 18th.
18th.
Okay.
On the 18th.
12/18, I support that.
Does this come out of the electric fund or does it come out of the Parks and Rec?
Parks and Rec.
Okay. All in favor? Aye. Opposed, motion carried. Parks and Recreation Board recommends hiring the following: Keith Larson as supervisor for the rink at a rate of $10.50 an hour. Damian Hill, Tanner Peterson, and Ben Marks for rink attendance at a rate of $9.50 an hour.
I'll make that motion as well.
I'll support.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed, motion carried. A resolution adopting the 2018 budget. The budget is set at $1,035,970.
I'll make a motion that we approve resolution 17-35.
I'd just like to comment on that. I mean, I'm not adding to the budget, but I wanted to bring it up that of all the people that we employ for the city, the criteria and the education and the background, the hardest to get the job would be our finance director. And presently, the finance director is paid the lowest and has to be more qualified than anybody else that's employed in the city. So I'm just recommending that, and it's within the budget, we don't have to mess with it, that we, at the first of the year, we pay her $23.50 for salary increase, because she has to be the most qualified person that we interview or ask to fill. And we're not recognizing that. And it's not gonna change the budget.
No, but it's kind of a separate discussion outside of the
Well, it's in the
resolution right
budget.
now.
It's in the budget. You know,
Right,
I'm
right, John.
Bringing it up. It's that,
We're not changing the budget, so
No.
when it comes time in January to look at pay increases, we could discuss it then.
well,
Or we could have a personnel committee meet and give a recommendation to the council.
We could do that as well.
I don't see the problem to recommend that for the first of the year. Because it's in line with the budget that we're proposing. I'm not asking for anything different because the money's there. You know, you're talking $2,000 or less. And as far as the budget, I want to add that to a motion to the budget.
So we're not adding to the budget.
We're not adding to the budget. I'm just making a motion to,
Well, you can't make a motion during a motion that's being made on the resolution, though, John, is
Well-
what I'm saying. This would
well,
have
I'm
to
not
be a
gonna
separate.
accept the budget unless that's part of it.
But if the money's in there, John, we can make that decision at any time. It's just that right now, what we're doing is just passing the resolution to accept the budget.
Like I said, we could have a personnel committee meet. and-
Yeah, I don't think that there's objection to doing what you're proposing, John.
I think didn't we, when you took the financials back, didn't we say there'd be a raise at the end of the year, or?
I believe so, but it was never specified an amount.
Can we put that on our next agenda?
That'd be fine with me,
Okay,
which would be the 13th or
2 weeks from now.
19th.
19th.
Okay,
Okay,
that's perfectly fine with me.
I'll
Okay.
Support resolution 1735.
all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed, motion carried. Can I have the roll call?
Counselor Lehman?
Yes.
Counselor Marcus?
Yes?
Counselor Keighley?
Yes.
Mayor Swanson?
Yes. Resolution 1736, a resolution adopting the property tax levy for fiscal year 2018. The total levy would be $350,000.
Make a motion to accept resolution 17-36.
I'll support.
Any further discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed, motion carried. Have roll call?
Counselor Lehman?
Yep.
Counselor Marcus?
Yes?
Counselor Keighley?
Yes.
Mayor Swanson?
Yes. Resolution 1737, accepting a donation from Sherry Averill Manor for $75 for our fire department. Can I have a motion to accept this resolution?
I'll make a motion to accept resolution 17-38, or, 37.
I'll support that.
Any further discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed, motion carried. Can I have the roll call?
Counselor Lehman?
Yes.
Counselor Marcus?
Yes?
Counselor Keighley?
Yes.
Mayor Swanson?
Yes. Oh,
Strict orders to use it only for the fire department.
resolution number 2017-38. This is a resolution authorizing conveyance of real estate property. This is so that we can sell the properties to
Correct.
these parties that are looking at purchasing
The state edition.
lots 3 and 4, block 1, state edition to Buell First Edition.
Do we give them a time limit on this to build, or? isn't it kinda-
It's in the resolution.
Okay. And the other thing,
The previous one, when the state edition lots first came available for sale, it's in there. A resolution was passed last month authorizing, agreeing to sell them the lots. This resolution is just saying that the mayor and the interim clerk are authorized to sign all the paperwork.
what I also like to bring up on this is, you know, he's buying this for $7,000 or $5,000. Is to leave it in the pot because that street was never, had a wear coat put on it. You know, the curb sits up.
Right.
So when the time comes to do this project, at least it's a start, or it might pay for it. So what I'm saying, if we receive his money, let's not throw it in a pot. Let's,
Well, it would otherwise go into the general fund,
I'm
right?
just going to general fund it.
yeah, but if we
Anytime we
can,
wanted to put it where, we could just pull it out of general fund.
yeah, but then that can be spent someplace else.
Who knows
Only
when
if we needed to.
Who knows when it gets
Well,
done?
we have other designated money.
We
I mean,
could,
just
we
that-
could designate money to that. That'd be something that we can discuss.
You know, it's coming in, it's outside the budget. I would just I'm recommending that we leave it there for that purpose.
So then you would have to set up another account?
Well, we have, in our capital fund, our 401 fund, we have designated street.
Okay.
So
You know,
it could
just,
be put in there.
throw it out there instead of trying to come up with the money to do this later on.
Yeah, and if people are gonna start building on it, it should have the wear
Yeah.
course on it.
Well, they can wait till after it gets,
Well, yeah.
Well,
they're
yeah,
done, but
that, but I mean,
but that's the thing. When are we gonna do that? If we're gonna wait till all the property sells, that might never ever happen.
well,
that
it,
street's not that big.
no,
No, it's not.
No,
it could be only a $5,000, $6,000 project.
no, and if we look at it the other way, we have other projects in town that get blacktop, we just roll it into.
Well, the problem is the city's gonna have to go in and start plowing it. So what's gonna happen is you're gonna end up tearing up the curb that's there because we're gonna have to go in there and keep it clean for these people. You know, you put the wear coat on, now you're protecting the investment that we had before.
Well, it's always plowed before anyway, so,
No, we don't plow that street.
like, you guys piled snow there for the last how many years?
Well, it's the loader just going down the middle, but plowing and using a loader is different.
So Diana, the money that's set aside for streets, is it specific streets or is it streets in general? Do you know?
There's two, I believe. There's like street equipment
Okay,
and then there's street. So,
okay.
but there's no like specific named streets.
Right, and even with those funds that we have inside of the main budget, if at any time we wanted, we could pull those out of there, correct? If you
The designated?
designate? Yeah,
Yes,
okay,
council has to, they're supposed to redesignate every beginning of the year.
right, okay.
I'll make a motion to adopt resolution 17-38.
Support.
Any further discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed, motion carried. Ambulance rate increases. Do you want to address this now?
Sure.
Okay,
So, this has actually been in the works for about, I don't know, 6 months, 5 months. It's not something we evaluate, we look at every so often. I didn't realize since the last time we increased them, how much the rates in the areas have changed. So when all the ambulance services got together and entered in some, what they're charging, we were drastically low. So, again, this isn't, you know, if a patient's on Medicare, or, you know, they're not gonna see any difference. It's just, we're trying to recoup on people that have other insurance. We're trying to be able to recoup what we're losing out on 90% of our transfers and calls now is just, you know, we can't bill them. We get what Medicare gives us and that's it. We can't bill the patient for any additional.
right,
However, now this will affect people that do have private insurance. You know, if they do need our service, they will see a little bigger bill.
sure.
And not only, this is a recommendation to do this from the state.
Well, not from the state. I mean, it's just to keep us in line with everybody else
Yeah.
in the area. It's-
So at these rates, what you're charging, what we would be charging would be similar to what you would pay for any other ambulance service around here?
Any other BOS ambulance service around here, yeah.
Okay,
So,
Yeah, I remember-
and they break it down into the different rates, whether or not we have to. So, and the other problem that, you know, BOS services run into is when we intercept, we get a bill. Only one service can bill for a patient. So if we intercept with Hibbing or Virginia, which we do quite often, they bill our ambulance service a set fee, whether we get reimbursed from the patient's insurance or not. So, this is just another way too that we can try to make sure that we're getting some money coming back in.
right. I know the goal is to operate in the black.
Right, and it's, you know, this honestly has nothing to do with what we've been doing across the street. Sorry. As far as paid on top. This is just to keep our rates in line with everybody else.
Sure.
Also move that we increase the ambulance rates effective January 1, 2018.
Support.
Any further discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed, motion carried. Thank you, Josh. All right, we have a resignation from our BETA board. It was accepted by BETA at their last meeting. This is from Russ Walker, who has moved out of town, wants to enjoy warmer climates. Can I have a motion to accept his resignation from BETA?
I'll make a motion that we accept Russ Walker's resignation from BETA board.
Support.
Any further discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed, motion carried. And I'd like to appoint Jean Matthew to take Russ's place on the BETA board. If I could have a motion.
I'll make a motion that we approve Gene Matthews to the BETA board.
Support.
Any further discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed, motion carried. One thing I'd like to say about this while we're here, though, is that I really don't understand why we should have a policy where people have to write a letter stating that they're willing to volunteer to serve. To me, it's hard enough just to get people to verbally say that, yes, they will serve and will volunteer. But to tell them, well, then you have to ask the council, you have to write a letter and ask if you can serve is kind of, to me, a little over the top. This wasn't something that wasn't,
This way they know
We
where
never
City Hall
used
is
to-
though.
they never used to
They know
do,
where the City Hall office is when they have to at least do that.
they never used to have to do this.
Keeps.
You always had to have a letter.
Sending people.
It always just
Acceptance.
shows the interest.
Yeah, I think that's,
I don't know. I think it's kind of silly myself, but anyway. All right, that's all I'm saying about that for now. We have a request for a donation from the Takedown Club, wrestling club in Virginia area wrestling team. I don't think we've ever donated, have we? I don't know if they've ever asked.
No,
This
Do we
looks new to me.
donate?
no.
We don't donate city money to causes. We can give money when it's in the best interest of the city, but we don't collect taxes to make donations.
Make a motion we take no action.
All in favor?
I,
Aye.
Who supported that?
Who supported it?
I don't.
I thought I heard something down here.
I make a motion.
Okay.
Did you support that, Paul?
I did.
Okay. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed, motion carried. All right. Guess at this point, I have a motion to adjourn.
I'll make a motion to adjourn.
I'll support that.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed, motion carried. This meeting's adjourned.